Hey guys, Darren Radisson at Torpedopot.com. Darren Radisson, Torpedopot.com. These are self-growing planters, and they grow food during the wintertime. What I'm doing now is that I came out and I harvested some celery. By the way, we planted these as little teeny seedlings, and we put them in the celery in a walkway that gets a favorable amount of air, very little sunlight, and they've been doing really well. And so much so that when you walk onto the property, you can smell the celery down the block. It's just that powerful of a plant. I love it. It's so therapeutic for me. It helps to cleanse me out. And so some of you don't understand when I say winter pruning. Not all plants grow in all seasons. Sometimes they go into remission, drop seeds, different ways of growing and propagating. So we've got to come out now and we've got to prune our celery so it can grow more celery during the wintertime. And so I think, somebody has got some leaves in my celery, so I'm coming out to prune them. So you see what it looks like now, right? Let's clean it up, see what you can get it. That's what I want. Let's see what we can get it. But I've got celery here. I've got kale that was growing. I don't know what plant this was, but it certainly didn't go through the... Oh no, it might be still alive. I don't know what it is. Let's take these leaves out of here. Now, normally you shouldn't take your leaves out because they create good compost and good protection for the plant also. But only when it's down at the base of the plant, not when it's all over the leaves and everything else. Who's trying to collect light? You don't want them there. So we'll remove the ones that we don't want and keep the ones that we do. And I want you to make this a leisure project. I know I'm running through it real quickly because I'm on a video. But I want you to appreciate your food, appreciate the value, the beauty that you have in your food. So I'm taking out the ones that are damaged due to the frost, more damage due to the frost. Because when the cells freeze up, they expand and they contract, and the freezing causes the ice to go into the cells and they start to collapse. And you want to remove those. By the way, guys, these are torpedopots. These are self-growing planters. And what they do is that they grow your food with no human intervention. All you do is put your seeds in this planter or your plants in a planter, and it literally grows your food. So we get to clean it up. It looks a lot better for the winter. I think it's January, the 20th or something? That looks so much beautiful. Doesn't it look great? Let's get something a little bit closer up shot of that and just see how much we've changed that environment. That is so beautiful. That is beautiful, guys. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I hope I can get a good shot of it. Absolutely stunning. So now let's move to the next ones. We get to see what we want to keep and what we don't want. This is my food. Guys, these are torpedopots. These are self-growing planters. I put my seedlings in, maybe about 9 months ago. And they've been growing in the planter for about 9 months. We're going through the winter time now. And they'll produce food for me for a very, very long time into next year. So I have food for the rest of my life from the celery in this one planter. These are called torpedopots. They grow your food with no human intervention. You simply just drop your seeds in these planters and literally they grow your food for you. Yeah, for those who are thinking about buying, starting a garden next year, because literally you are buying a garden. Every year, the average consumer spends about $463 a year on planting supplies and goods. And I mean, my plants are coming back forever. Why can't yours? Why do we have this huge discrepancy? It's amazing. It's amazing. Trying my best. There you go. You plant lovers out there. Oh, I love this. You don't have to get on the ground. You don't have to do anything. See, I have to be very careful about what I cut out of the torpedo pot because some of the things may be in dormancy and they may not be dead, and I forget what it is. Because I'm growing thousands and thousands of plants in a small space. I'm gonna just stay. Yeah, I got some cilantro in there also. Yeah, that's cilantro. I've got celery. This celery smells so good. I'm gonna cut this out. And this is the cilantro, and it turned into, out of this pot right here, this thing must have grew about 4 or 5 feet tall. It's amazing. And the seeds are all over the place. That's what it is. Torpedo pot allows you to propagate a good environment, a hosting environment for your plants. Even though they've retained their strength and their vigor in your torpedo pots, you can transplant them anywhere. Like I said, these things are still growing. And I'm only cleaning them up because you guys are here. Otherwise, I'd leave this stuff in here. Only cut the, never pull the plant out of the ground. Leave the root system inside of there, especially if it's something that you found edible and you like. So come back next year. Depending upon how rough your climate is, okay? Okay. Now, I'm going to leave these things in here because we started. The kale will remain in there. We've been eating off the kale, but we eat an awful lot of the celery. So I see what's left over, clean it out, let the new parts grow, show that new growth that's inside of there. That's absolutely stunning. I love it. And that's what you want to do. You want to clean it up, get it to where that you can use the limbs off of it where you want to, but allow that new growth to just come on out. Don't think that the temperature is affecting the growth of your plant all of the time. Your plants are constantly growing as long as there's some type of, I would say, something that allows them to absorb food, to get food, to create an environment, to sustain itself within the environment and soil. If it's able to do that, you'd be surprised. Your root systems will last for a very long time, which means that the plant is really in the ground. It's not above the ground. All that you see above the ground is nothing but fruits of the plant itself. Darrell Addison, Torpedopot.com. I'll talk to you guys later where we make self-growing planters that grow your food with no human intervention. So all you do is put your plants, you put your seeds, you put whatever in these planters. And even during the wintertime that I'm in, I have bits and pieces to choose off of. And a lot of you are saying, but Darrell, what's wrong? This is not a lot of food. I can eat that in a day. You're absolutely correct. You could eat that in a day. And but we have the celery, we have the beets, we have many of the the carrots, we have the kale. All the things are growing during the wintertime to create a healthy environment for you and your family. And man, it is absolutely delicious. It's absolutely delicious. Darrell Addison, Torpedopot.com. But we also have additional 100 planters in the background. And we grew 15,000 pea pods. We already grew close to 2,000 tomatoes. We've already grown probably close to 30 pounds of celery from our planters back there. So every little bit counts, and it makes your life more enjoyable. It allows you to see hope. And just coming out for 15 minutes to clean up my winter garden, to prune it, to get it where I wanted it to do, and how I wanted it to grow, dude, that's priceless. Darrell Addison, Torpedopot.com. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.